What's up, Gatekeepers? Welcome back to Weekly Soap Chronicles, your one-stop shop for all the drama, twists, and shocking moments from beyond the gates. I'm your girl Phil, and today I'm diving into the chaos that unfolded on episode 98. But first, I need you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recap with a little bit of flair. Let's get into it. We start off at the country club where Dani and Nicole have a chance encounter and a much needed catch up. Nicole explains that Jacob made Leslie's assault charges go away, while Dani simply can't believe Nicole actually got physical with someone. Aren't we a great example for our kids? Dani asks. My demure older sister brawling in front of witnesses? I wish I'd seen this side of you when we were growing up. Nicole is still mortified by her behavior, but Dani is proud enough for both of them. The sisters part ways, with Nicole heading into the dining room to have lunch with her worrisome grandchildren. With all the fresh chaos in their lives, she figures that Tyrell and Samantha could use a normal afternoon with their grandmother. Right away, Samantha, 30/16-year-old. Okay, I said I was going to stop doing that. Okay, I'm going to stop. Okay. Right away, she asks, can you ask Dad to help and make sure that Pops comes home tonight? Nicole says it's not that easy, explaining that their parents still have a lot to work through. Tyrell correctly accuses everyone of leaving part of the story out, including Nicole. She tells them that it's easy to think you're being left in the dark when life is so confusing, but everything their parents have told them is out of love. So now you won't tell them everything, but then you on the warpath because everybody was keeping you in the dark. Okay, Nicole. Next, Dani heads home where she does a little day drinking with Pamela, who's loaded with questions about what's happening with Dani's family, specifically Martin and Smitty. Dani sidesteps her queries, but Pamela says she'll be there if and when Dani needs a friend's ear. With a little liquid courage, Pamela reveals that she's been making some calls and she can confirm that multiple fashion houses are interested in hiring Dani as their spokesperson. And we are talking major bucks. I know you have reservations about returning to the runway. I just decided to ignore them. Pamela gasses Dani up, reminding her that she's still a big deal. And Dani says, Pamela, I have a mirror. I know that my face isn't what it used to be in my prime, nor is my body for that matter. Then Pam, you didn't quit modeling because of your age. You quit because you wanted a man who wanted you off the runway and on his arm. You loved him, so you chose to put yourself second to Bill and his career. It's time, my darling, to put yourself first. When Dani refuses, Pamela calls for backup, and in comes Andre with his camera in hand. Dani protests for about 5 seconds before caving in and having a blast. Easily her best photo shoot since she had those mug shots taken. Remember she was posing at the precinct? Pamela eventually leaves, then Andre and Dani get busy. Meanwhile, Naomi and June are grabbing a bite at Orphe Jeans, and June is looking like a new woman, y'all. Her manners could use a little work as she yells at the waitress to hurry up from across the diner. Hey, you, come here. The waitress wanted to see the picture, right? And she put her hand out and girl June smacked her hand real fast like, excuse me? What you doing touching my picture? Okay. Anyway, June offers to pay for the meal, pulling out a wad of cash. which turned out to be food stamps and a couple of other little pieces of fake looking money. She handed the money over to the waitress and said, "Keep the change." And the waitress stood there looking at the money like, what am I supposed to do with this? And then Naomi said, "You know what? I'll just pay for the tip." And she gave the waitress her card with a look like, "Okay, don't say a word. I got this." Then Naomi asks to look at the photo herself, but their discussion is interrupted by the arrival of Fairmont Crest's first favorite pariah, Little Miss Hayley. June gives Naomi a hug and heads out. Hayley says she's worried that someone close to both of them may have done something criminal. "My husband, your father. Now, tell me straight, Naomi. Did he unalive somebody?" Naomi does her best to dance around Hayley's questions, though she's surprised to learn that Nicole would loudly accuse Bill of murder in his own house. "Even if I did know something, I don't think it's my place to share it with you. It's your marriage, and if your husband has something he thinks you should know, he'll tell you. But if you can't be open with each other, that's a you problem, not mine." Hayley says it's hard to believe that she and Naomi were ever friends. And Naomi say, ditto. Or wait a minute, that part, right? Okay. When Hayley says she doesn't believe Bill is a criminal, Naomi reminds her that Bill is a man that has layers buried so deep and not all of them are pretty. "So what are you saying? That your father is a unaliver?" Naomi says she'll need to get answers directly from Bill. "Okay, talk to your husband. I'm out." Later on, Naomi is then joined by Jacob, who reveals that he got an address for the phone number on the back of that picture of June's. Naomi decides to pay them a visit, partially for June, but also for herself. "I'm dying to know who these kids are," she says, thinking about June's mysterious photo. Now, gatekeepers, here's the question. What do you think? Could June be Tyrell and Samantha's mother? Okay. Now, that's the next question. I think I'll put it in another post. And you guys let me know what you think. Cast your votes. Later, Hayley brings her concerns to a very busy Bill, who finally takes enough of a break to actually look his wife in the eye. "Hayley, why in God's name was Nicole so mad at you? And how does the M word fit into it?" Bill does his best to downplay the night's events. She can tell he's keeping something from her, but he says this really isn't his story to tell. "Well, I believe what you're saying, and I'm done with my questions. I love you, and that's what matters." He reminds Hayley that he would never put her in danger if he ever keeps details of his day from her. He doesn't want to burden her. But he says, what I'm not gonna do is commit the M word. Taking somebody out is a fool's pastime, and I'm much smarter than that. Hayley says she knows Bill is smart and he'll be there for her and their unborn child that somebody else is giving birth to. "No one is putting anything over my husband," she says. "Okay, if you say so, Hayley, right?" And finally, we got Chelsea and Kat are hard at work on their line, but Kat is too preoccupied by the Tomas and Eva of it all to focus on work. I just don't understand why he's always all about her. Chelsea tells her to accept the fact, girl, Eva ain't going nowhere. And thinking that she talking about Eva and Ted. And Kat, girl, I ain't talking about my daddy. I'm talking about Eva and Tomas, the mannequin. Kat places the blame on Eva, saying that she's been drawing Tomas into her sticky little web from day one. Chelsea backs her up. Girl, if you want him, he is yours, okay? Eva ain't no match for you, period. Kat then places an angry phone call. Can you come over? We obviously need to talk. And just like that, Tomas the mannequin shows up to clear his name, telling Kat, I didn't sleep with Eva before you came or after you left. Kat tells him not to insult her intelligence by saying he doesn't have feelings for Eva. And he tells Kat, don't make me confess to something I didn't do. He also admits that he sympathizes with Eva, understanding her difficult position in all of this Dupree madness. Tomas says, Eva and I are friends and that's it. While his feelings for Kat have never been in question. However, question Kat's feelings for him. Now he getting ready to flip the script. Sometimes I wonder if you and I are together because you like me or because you think Eva does and you're trying to stick it to her. Oh, Tomas. Oh, I don't like him. She admits that from Tomas's perspective, it may seem that way. She knows she can be a handful, but Tomas makes her feel something she's never felt before, and that can be exciting, but also scary. She says, I'm crazy about you, but as much as I care and much as I want this to work, I can't be a point in a triangle with you and Eva. He says, she's not a point. She's at the center of what he's always wanted. That's when they stop talking and start kissing. Boo, boo, tomato, tomato. If you want me, you can have me. All of me. Tomas says he's never wanted another woman more in his life, ignoring the fact that he almost slept with Eva less than 24 hours ago. And he and Kat proceed to have bang bang on the couch. She seems ready, but then there's a troubled look on her face after the deed is done and has me wondering if she really thought this through or has something else up her sleeve. And that's a wrap of episode 98 on Beyond the Gates. From Dani's modeling comeback to Kat and Tomas heating things up and the ever-deepening June mystery, this show just keeps on delivering. What do you think is going on with June's photo? And do you think June is really Tyrell and Samantha's mama? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Weekly Soap Chronicles. Until next time, Gatekeepers, keep the drama alive.